These are SH clips. Hola. The Indian Zulu station is Kilo Yankee 4 Romeo Golf. In Italy, copy KY4G, over. Tango, Alpha 1, 5 Tango, Fish, Turkey. J1 MMT Kilo Yankee 4 Romeo Golf, you copy, over. My voice. Romeo Golf. Miss Robert, QTH, Albany, Georgia, you are 5 and 9, 5 and 9. J1 MMT Kilo Yankee 4 Romeo Golf. Your British, Georgia. Yeah, QSL, yes, Georgia, United States, Georgia, Albany, Alpha Bravo, Alpha November, Yankee, and Alpha, state of Georgia. Say 73, and I will go ahead and add your call into QRC. It's a very nice signal from Turkey this afternoon. Kilo Yankee 4 Romeo Golf, returning for final, my friend. Hello, Georgia. Thank you. Thank you. In Turkey, Tango Alpha 1, Mike Tango, Victor Host. 73, TA1 MNT, Tango Alpha 1, Mike Tango, Kilo Yankee 4 Romeo Golf, we're clear. Bye-bye. Thank you, Romeo Golf, Tango Alpha 1, Tango Alpha 1, Mike Tango. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye. See you later. 73, KY4, to be clear. Charlie November 8, November Sierra, Charlie November 8, November Sierra, Yankee Uniform 2, DVD. Kilo Yankee 4 Romeo Golf. Whiskey Baker 0 Radio Sugar Hotel. Robert, you're coming in nice and quiet into Minneapolis, Minnesota. India. Whiskey Bravo 0 SH Kilo Yankee 4 Romeo Golf. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're just sitting here trying to see who's on 93. I was over on 91. Just decided to change over to this talk group and see how everything's going over here. Occasionally I can hear people that I know. Yeah, I think it's the first time we work. I don't remember. In Albany, Georgia. I mean, you have a great signal. I'm using a GD77 and an MMDV and hotspot. Go ahead, back to you, KY4RG.
Zulu LRV. Listening in for any calls on Hotnet. To Echo Zero, the Radio Victor. A bit quiet on his, but not stir it up. See what bubbles to the top. To Echo Zero, the Radio Victor.
673 from it.
Excellent, Oscar Bravo, Charlie. Good evening.
I've heard them on there on the radio, and they sound really good. Yours is a good 5 and 9 signal. Send 3 WB0 RSHKY4RG 73.
Give me a call now, and it'll all get through. So there's just some of it. Anyway, this is 20 LRV. That's 12 miles south of Birmingham in North Worcestershire, over. Yeah, sorry about that. I get a bit trigger after it. Yeah, it's Mike Southern, Oscar Bravo, Charlie. And I'm Nottinghamshire mate, Robin Hood country mate, sitting in Ashfield, and my name's Darren. Hello, you're returning. Good evening, Darren. You don't have to apologise, just the, I don't remember a lot of us on spring chickens anymore. I haven't spring chickens for a long, long time. So the old mental faculties are not quite as sharp as they used to be. So we need a second or two to react. And if you're, how can I put this? If you're machine gun fast, we're not going to get you. Anyway, I wasn't getting at you. I was just, making it easier for you to make contacts in the future. Anyway, I'm not going to go WX because it's getting dark here. It's been a nice day, so nothing to grumble about. I mean, some people say it's too warm, but then again, the same people say it's too cold in the winter, so there's no pleasing everybody. But yes, very nice. I'll just finish off half of a very nice Indian takeaway. So I'm retired, you see, so I have a takeaway of either Indian, Chinese, fish and chips, whatever, on a Friday night, and it reminds me then that it's the weekend, and it, how can I put it, resyncs me with the rest of the world. So that radio down and more secure up in, what was it, what do they call it? Oh, the land of men in tights. Back to you, 20 LRV.
Kilo Foxtrot 4, India Mike, Yankee Uniform 2, Delta Victor Delta. Hello Jimmy, thank you for contact. My personal name Dragan, location Southeast Serbia. Kilo Foxtrot 4, India Mike, Yankee Uniform 2, DVD.
Busy chap today, busy chap, not radio-wise there. I'll not bore you, mate. I'll keep you on here for about 2 hours. But yeah, it's nice to have a takeaway. It's steak, we've had steak. I've made us all steak today, so it's been a nice steak dinner for us today. Yum. With all trimmings as well, your chips and everything, your peas and your peppercorn sauce, everything. But Indians, I'm not too keen on Indians. I've only tried that once, and we didn't know what we're ordering. It might actually be nice if we knew what to get, but what we bought, I bet the people who are making it were like thinking, what are these ordering here? This ain't gonna go. But yeah, I've heard the curries are quite nice. I might have to give it a try again one day. But I like the Chinese, I do. I like the Chinese. But yeah, I've not had one for a while. If it weren't for having steak today, I would have had a Chinese tonight, actually. Back over to you.
Do some more changing in this hot spot, or at least find out what the little perks are. Anyway, I'm going to tie it up. I will try to log you into QRZ. Also having problems with that. Anyway, good to hear from you. Hope to catch you down the log a little later on. I'm going to say 73 to you and your family, and I will catch you later. YU2 DVD KF4IMN will be clear on your file.
I think there's 6 on that street left, so if I could cast a circle, probably a mile and a half, there's probably getting on to 10 or 12 of them. Well, I found one. I found a lot of them very bland. They're either hot or cold. There you go, hot or medium or whatever. But they're lacking in flavour, and I found a place now that does. It's a very, very intense flavour. They don't have a sitting restaurant, they just do the takeaway bit. And as I say, they're excellent. So I enjoy those. And I must admit, while I experiment with Indians, and I order something different off the menu each time, I tend to get to the same thing. I go to the Chinese. I've got one literally, quarter of a mile away. Chicken chow mein and sweet and sour chicken, either the balls or the what they call it in Cantonese, chicken fried rice and banana fritters. It's like a standard order. But they know as soon as I walk through the door, they know the order before I even open the house. I've got a local fish and chip shop, and I mean they're excellent. They always arrive absolutely piping hot. I've only burned my mouth one night on the fish and chips. But it's fantastic. I'm spoiled for choice, basically. But if you had a busy day on the radio, then let me know. As I say, there's nothing worse than getting a really good achievement on the radio and having nobody to tell about it. It's very frustrating. Back to you, Darren. 2E0 LRV.
I'll go ahead and clear the frequency. Thanks for coming back. Catch you later, KN4 NCL.
7 Oscar Bravo, Charlie returning. Talking about food now. My missus sat next to me. She's playing a game. She's making her hungry now, talking about these takeaways. Oh no, yeah, you got to have onion rings, mate, and mushrooms. The mushrooms were the first things to get prepped. Yeah. Well, it is as well. It was quite good today as well because I've got 3 kids at home. One's 11. He doesn't eat anything. Anyway, he wanted to try steak, so we did that. So I made him a steak. We did, and yeah, he loved it. Then, of course, I had the biggest one. So anyway, he finished his, and I chopped a bit of mine off and gave it him, and he was like, oh yeah, and he ate that. So dead proud of him. But yeah, Indians, well, my time, mate, it's full of pizza shops and vape shops, and then you've got a few Chinese shops. We've tried them all, and there's only one good Chinese shop around here. In fact, there's one Chinese shop we haven't tried, and but every time we come round to order a Chinese, always go back to the one we like. And like you said, yeah, always want to try something different, but sweet and sour chicken balls and all that, egg fried, yeah, all usual. But they are the best one in my area, actually. They're called noodles, they are. They're absolutely amazing. I think they're only like, there's probably like 3 Indians around here. But yeah, 3 Indian shops, I mean. Not Indians, I don't know how many Indians there are. But yeah, radio. Yeah, I bought myself a new Windows, an FT5D, and been playing about with that. It came already pre-programmed. The radio will, there was an option when I bought it that to pre-program all the channels, and it's got all repeaters on there, so.
How you doing? The mobile station in Los Angeles. How you doing? This is N2IFU Mobile in New York City.
Too easy to LOV. I was really navigating on you. You just bought a new radio from Radio World, and that was where I lost you. So I'll pass it back to you, and you can finish the story up with the new radio over.
Oh, did I time out? Oh dear. I'm not one for doing that. Yeah, right. Yeah, so it didn't miss much then. Yeah, the my handheld, FT5D, a little the handheld. It's got all, there was an option for it to come from to program it and do what you call it, I forgot what it's called now. With white bandit and there's new PMR on it. But there's channels, I don't know where they are, so I've got to get on PC and do some organising. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, and then so have you been doing anything good today, or just been relaxing?
Big Apple, New York City. Anybody?
Okay, good afternoon, man. It's Claudio. My sign is United by my characteristic. From Brazil, Rio Paraná. How you doing, man?
Actually, it's a perfect match for me, but unfortunately it's going to come from the other side of the country, which is going to cost a little bit. And I'm going to have to considerable sum of money in a concrete base for it. But I have got an electric concrete mixer in the back garden. I haven't used it in years, but I need to just check that still runs. So I need to sort out the finances first on that one. But yeah, I've been on holiday a couple of times, and I try to leave it on and give it a shout. I've got all the doors and windows open. As long as I'm not using the strimmer or something like that, I can hear the radio if somebody calls me. That's about it. We've got a local repeater in the town, a group of guys, not in a club or anything, they just set it up together. We've got a little WhatsApp group that we all go on together. And that's an interesting place to go. Oh dear, it's what's the topic of the day, Jim. They call all sorts of... They've got an Irish guy who loves an argument, and he's been going on for about 3 days now about the flat earth. And is it really flat? Is he cute, boy? Is it? Oh, why not that, yeah. But, there's 120 posts a day, and most of them about things like flat earth, and what was the other one that they were on about last night? Mosquitoes and poison to kill people, trying to kill people with poison viruses and things we carry. It's great, But quick question. I did the net host for the 145 Alive on the last event. I'm doing it again for this event. Do you ever bother listening to that? Do you ever go out and play mobile VHF, Darren? Back to you.
No. Okay. Well, I hear you before, but will be another time. We'll speak down the line. And so I see you mobile.
I'm pretty new into radio, Ian. I passed my licence on 17th of April, and before then I was completely new into radio. But that 145 Alive, I heard someone calling in, shout out and everything, and I spoke back to him and everything, and he appreciated the call back. That's my honest story about 145. I know about it. I've not tried it myself. I've not done it myself yet. But yeah, I mean, I've been out with a group. I'm not in a club, but I've been out with a group before, and we've done an outing before. And that was fun. There were about 10 on us, all with radios and everything. That was fun. But that's about it, mate, for 145.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to get out and play a bit of mobile. I mean, you can try it from your home QTH. I don't know what your take-off is like from your home QTH, but just a 270 whip on the mag mount on the car roof, even with the handy connected to it, and just find a hill or something to sit on the top of it. Really surprising what you can hear. I mean, you don't have to take part of it, you can just listen out to it, see who you can hear and how many nets you can hear, and it'll give you a rough idea of the sort of coverage you can get, It's an interesting experience. I mean, I've got to hold my hand up and say my interest is mobile radio, mainly because I've got a very, very noisy QTH when it comes to HF. I mean, most bands are S7 to S9, so I don't even bother trying to do HF from here. And I mean, I'm talking to you now on what we call the micronode. So it's, I'm using the radio to talk out to the antenna in the garden, and then coming back up, back into the shack, into the micronode, and then down the Ethernet cable to the rest of the world, you know. And it's a great way of, you know, I spend a lot of time over on the US nets and things using that node, you know, and it's a great way of playing sort of HF without any hard working balls, no antennas, you know, no poor audio or anything like that, you know. It's as good as, you know, me and you talking, you know, it's really, really good experience. But, you know, it's horses for courses, and if you only passed your license in April, then I was going to say, you know, hang on to your money for the time being and find out what you like. I mean, if you went out with a group of guys to play radio, then that's a great starting point, you know, because you can try the people's radios out. I mean, people normally let you do that. And then decide which bits of the hobby you like, you know, and that's obviously where you focus your time and your money on the bits that you enjoy. So, no point in spending an awful lot of money on an expensive radio and ensure that you don't actually like using it. Thank you, Aaron, 30 LRV.
97 Oscar Bravo Charlie returning. Oh mate, yeah, absolutely love radio. Bofang, bought a Hando Bofang, and I didn't know what I was doing with it. But just because I bought that, I fell in love with radio. But yeah, you made me laugh saying, just then. Yeah, I don't spend a lot of money. I've already done that. Yeah, I've got loads of stuff now. I bought a Reptivis RT95 as well. That was my first, like, the mobile radio type. But then I got a Yaesu, I'm talking to it on your way now, an FTM 400. But then a couple of weeks ago, I treated myself to a brand new 991A. That's from Radio World and all. I spent some money. And when I was speaking to people were saying, "Oh, you'll spend a lot of money," and I was like, "Nah, well, no, of course not. I'm happy with this radio." Well, I'm going to be out of a budget. Well, it's alright, it's all good. And the other day I bought the speakers for the 991A, so I've got a new antenna going up on 20th. Busy traffic radio, keeping myself busy. I do love it, mate. C4 FM as well. I've been doing quite a lot of that. System Fusion. Been enjoying that as well. I've been doing some FT8 as well. FT8 and FT4. I have some issues with PC though, so I haven't been back on slot that time, but I made about 4 contacts. I can't really remember where, but I made 4 contacts from abroad anyway. Back over to you before I time it out again.
Alpha, this is Mike 7, Hotel, Yankee Hotel.
2E0 and I'll be returned. Before we go any further, I'll give you a little tip. I don't know anything else. I think you can get this on your phone. But Google Health Network, or one word, healthnetwork.uk. And on there, there's a monitor, health monitor thing. Bring that screen up. You'll see yourself at the top of this when you're talking. And you'll see a timer. If it gets to 160, you're talking to yourself. Little tip for you. 991A is fantastic radio. It's, that's just last year for quite a few years to come. You're going to have to get pretty focused in the hobby in a particular direction. to a point that you need something better than 9.1A, you know. I mean, you should get 5 to 10 years out of that. It should be more than enough for what you want to do. But yeah, I've copied all the digital modes, you know, the FT8, FT4, system fusion, all the. I mean, there's so many bits of the hobby, you know, it's untrue. You know, and it's one of those things where, yeah. I mean, what was I going to say? You've got to remember when you're speaking to a lot of people, you know, somebody like me. I mean, I consider myself a newbie to the hobby, but I've had a license for 12 years, and gradually over time, you know, I've upgraded. So I have a lot of shiny toys, but it's taken me 12 years to get to the point where I've got all the shiny toys. So when you come into the hobby and you think, oh God, I need this, and all these guys over here have got that, and all this, you know, and don't be tempted to play catch up with people who've been doing it for, you know, multiple decades. You know, it's a no-win situation, and you end up buying something that you don't actually end up using, you know, and it's very easily done. You know, I speak to a lot of people that are newly licensed and they've dashed out to spend a load of money. I mean, what was I going to say? You know, just remember the antenna is the thing that does the work. You know, you can have a brilliant radio